What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today I have some pretty exciting news to share, and this comes from developer Ratbeard himself. He stated that in the next update they are going to be including pins for level 50 and level 100 gear. I have my level 100 myth wizard with me for today's video because she is currently farming Darkmoor for her Mali gear. Now with this next update, there is a possibility that I am going to be able to add pins to this robe. We don't exactly know what gear they are planning to add pins to, but I am assuming for level 100 gear, Malistaire is going to be a big possibility. Now, the pros to this news is that you are obviously going to be able to dual school a lot earlier, starting at level 50 with pins. Obviously, level 50 is when Arc Mastery really starts to affect your wizard. So now that you are going to be able to equip pins to level 50s, it is going to make your dual schooling experience a lot easier, which means if you have a school like Myth or Life, which might not be as hard-hitting as like Storm or Fire, for example, you are now going to be able to train into their AoEs, which in turn will make questing a whole lot easier. If I really wanted to, when this update comes out, I could train into Death, for example, and get Scarecrow, and then I could have a Drain, which would make my life a whole lot easier as a Myth wizard. I'm not really struggling too hard to quest right now on my Myth, but just imagine how much easier it would be if I had Stormlord or Scarecrow, for example. Now, let's talk about lower level PvP for a second, because this update will allow for a lot more counterplay at these lower levels. Before, you were not able to get off-school accuracy, so you had to risk fizzling a lot. But with this update, you are able to get that accuracy, so you will have a lot more options for counterplay. So I think that this will be a pro if you do lower level PvP. Now, let's talk about the cons real quick to introducing pins to lower level wizards. I think the biggest concern that I have reading that pins will be introduced is that it really depends on acquisition. I really hope that we don't have to do anything ridiculous to acquire these pins, and I really hope that they have a pity system like they do in Wallaroo. I think my biggest concern with this update is probably going to be the acquisition. Now, we obviously don't know how they are going to introduce pins to us, but I'm really hoping that they include a pity system, because with a pity system, it actually feels like your time is being valued if you are not lucky with RNG and you're not getting the drops. So I am really hoping that they make the acquisition for these pins reasonable and something that every wizard is able to do. And I think that the last point that I really want to make here for a con is that this is going to remove your school identity at an even lower level. If you don't already know, all these schools are essentially the same at level 170 because you are able to trade into different school spells, you are able to get stats for different schools. So even if you made a Storm Wizard, you can essentially run perfect stats for a Fire Wizard. So now you would essentially have a Sire Wizard instead of just a Storm Wizard. So with them adding pins and everything into the game, it definitely takes away from school identity. And Kaiser Noah actually made a really great video talking about how school identity is not here anymore at max level. And I know that some people might be against this or some people might be for this. I personally am against removing school identity because I think that having identity is what encourages people to make other schools of wizards, or else everyone would just be walking around with like 1 or 2 maxes, because what is the point of having 7 maxes if you are able to just get those stats on 1 wizard? Do you know what I'm saying? So with them adding pins to lower level wizards, you are going to be losing your school identity a lot quicker. Now you are able to dual school at level 50 instead of just at higher levels. So if you made an ice wizard, for example, and you really wanted to make a fire, now you're able to do that at the low level of 50. So you guys can really see the pros and cons to them adding pins, and I would love to know what your thoughts are about all of this. Leave it in a comment down below. I would love to hear what you have to say. But yeah, guys, that is really going to be it for me today. Are you guys for or against this change that they are going to be bringing into the next update regarding pins? If you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to leave a like and hit that subscribe button before you go. And as always, make sure to join my Discord server. I will have it linked down below. That is the best place to chat and keep up to date with all things cheervalx. But yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.